What's up, guys? Welcome back to number 5 now. Yeah, hope everyone is doing good and you've been enjoying the episodes as I've been putting them together. Definitely getting more in the hang of it now that I've gotten a few of them out, so that's good. But today is Saturday, September 16th. It is about 12:30 p.m. So in this upcoming field footage that you guys will see here in like 5 minutes, or you can skip ahead if you don't like watching the intros. Doesn't matter. So I went out this morning at like 8 a.m. I woke up at like 7:15. Luna, my cat, was of course waking me up, trying to get me to feed her. So I woke up and it was really foggy out. And light enough, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go for a little walk around the neighborhood. So I did that. I got some footage of it, so you guys will see that in this upcoming field footage segment. That was pretty nice, honestly. I just got up right away, made a little cup of coffee, and just walked around the neighborhood here. It was really cool though, because the fog was just lifting. By the time I was walking back at like 8:30 a.m. It was already clear out, so glad I got to get out there bright and early and get some photos. Got some, just a couple here and there, but there was some cool ones in there, to be honest. Just I like just walking around like residential neighborhoods and taking pictures. That's like probably one of my top like favorite things to do outside of taking photos on like hikes and stuff. I don't know, something about Midwest neighborhoods, residential neighborhoods. I grew up around here, so I have an appeal for it, I guess. I just enjoy doing it, and it's relaxing. Obviously, people just like going on walks and stuff too, so that's basically what it is, just with a camera. So today, as you guys will see, it's going to be kind of a mashup of that morning little walk. Basically, I'm trying to take videos every time I kind of go out and do a little photo shoot. So it'll be a mashup today. Honestly, I might hit up to 3 locations today, because like I was saying, I was saying this morning on the video that I want to go up to the Bluffs today and get some photos up there. There's a really cool little hiking path. Well, there's tons of hiking paths up in the Bluffs, but there's a really cool one, kind of the main one that a lot of people go to, that I want to check out. And I want to go up there. My reasoning is because, so September 16th, mid-September, I looked on the fall color report map. You guys can just look that up online, just like fall color report. And it says that the second week of October is going to be the peak of fall color for my area here. I'm in La Crosse County, so it's like kind of southwest Wisconsin. So they're saying the peak is going to be basically mid-October. It's mid-September right now, so that gives me 1 month before peak. So essentially what I'm thinking is, and I'm seeing this around, a lot of the trees up on the tops of the bluffs and on like ridge lines and stuff, they're turning faster than the ones kind of down in the valleys, which makes sense. That's pretty typical because the ones up on higher elevation get more sunlight. They're more exposed. So that's kind of my reasoning. I wanted to hit this bluff trail kind of a little bit early. It's not going to be probably peak up there anyways, but I figure may as well kind of, I guess, get it out of the way. It kind of sounds bad, but I want to get up there, get a photo shoot in, because I don't know if I'll by the time it's mid-October going into November, I don't know how much time I'm going to have to go and, what am I trying to say? Like, go to locations I've been to previously. Because I'm constantly wanting to go to, like, new places and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. Going to go up to the Blufflands, hit the trail up there. It's 12:30. Probably going to head out here pretty soon, honestly. I was thinking if I could hit this shoot now, get up there by 1 o'clock or like 1:30, I'd be done up there by 3:34, and I would still have some time to possibly hit another location. And I've got an idea. It'd probably be in some neighborhood, some residential area probably. I got a little list written up on my computer of places I was looking at, so that might be in the field footage too, depending on what I decide on doing. I'm sure you guys will see that coming up. So, it is a damn near perfect day today. Partly cloudy. It was cloudy this morning. It's just starting to get sunny now. It's a little partly cloudy. Absolutely perfect. 70 degrees for a high today. Just gorgeous. So, stoked right now. It's going to be a good photo shoot. So, hope you guys enjoy the field footage. And you guys should be getting outside as well. And enjoying the September, October months. This is perfect weather for, I guess, the Midwest area. But, I don't know. I just love this season. So you guys should be getting outside too on your weekends, because I know I am. So let's cut to some field footage and get right into it. It's going to be, it's already been a full day. I got out this morning, so it's going to be a full day of shooting. So hope you guys enjoy. Let's get it. Morning, guys. It is a hazy Saturday morning before 8 o'clock right now. So I'm just taking a little walk around my neighborhood. It's really foggy, as you can see. Makes for some really cool kind of cinematic photos. So I figured I'd get some coffee and just take a little walk around my neighborhood here. So I got my bedhead still going, but I'm gonna try and snake some videos for you guys. Not gonna do too much commentary because this fogginess is gonna go away relatively soon. So but yeah, let's walk around a bit, check it out. Look at that haze. Looks pretty cool. You can feel the mist in the air. It's nice being out this early, 'cause nobody is up. Kind of see my apartments in the background there, but I think there's a little, yeah, some farm equipment over here. Looks kind of cool. Super hazy over the field. Might get a shot of that. Walk around the neighborhood. Alright guys, so pretty much at the end of the road here as far as my little neighborhood. So ready to start walking back now. I got a few good ones of some residential kind of scenes. Didn't stop for all of them, but what are you gonna do? You know, feel a little weird sometimes taking all these videos and photos and shit in people's houses, but that's what I like to do. So we'll just start walking back. I'll show you guys this little scene I'm looking at, but some of these trees around here are already turning yellow and stuff, so trying to capitalize on that, get as much time out here as I can on the weekends. So it's kind of why I got up early. But you can see here, it's a nice little red house. This tree is starting to turn. I don't know what tree it is exactly, but got a nice little photo coming up the walkway here, or driveway. So we'll just start heading back. Probably a little after 8 right now, but I'm gonna go out later today, get some more stuff for you guys, so we will see you then. You guys can see already how much this fog is lifting. It's only been like an hour, so I'm glad I got up early and was able to capitalize on that. I stopped here for a good chunk of time, and it was super hazy, kind of over the field there. Took a little photo, turned out nice. So I don't even know what the date is. It's September 16th, something like that. So we're probably gonna head out to the Bluffs, I think, today. It's supposed to be relatively sunny. So this is kind of going to be a little bit of mix mash. This will also be included in one episode, so kind of be 2 shoots in one here. So, but wanted to get out for you guys in the morning at least. And, you know, it's fall, so I'm trying to get as much as I can and I knew the morning was going to be cloudy, so got a nice little session in right away. So anyways, but yeah, we're gonna head out later today. I'll do the whole intro video and stuff. You guys will have already seen that. So probably gonna go up to the bluffs. I really want to go in town too. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. But the trouble is, up on the bluffs, those trees, they get so much sun that they're gonna turn early. So I don't want to miss them before all the leaves drop. But yeah, we'll just see you guys back there. All right. Well, I made it out here, guys. Kind of actually turned into a shitty day. It was raining all day, so I tried going out earlier, but it's like 5:30 right now, and you can see kind of the darker clouds in the background. It's been just raining. But we're at the bluff trails right now. Gonna check them out. Sun's coming out here, so should get some cool light. Yeah. So I came through a little trail you guys saw probably in the first clip there. I got a nice little photo there. Trees are they're definitely still green, but I can tell. So we came through there. I got a little photo of the trail. But they're turning yellow. They're starting to turn, so we'll check it out. Oh wow, there's a cloud down there. Holy shit. I am gonna stop and take a picture before it disappears. Alright guys, so walking down from the start of the trail there. The sun is setting faster than I thought, for sure. So I've been here quite a few times. It's a pretty popular spot, I guess, in the area, my area. And there's a specific spot here that I'm trying to get to with, I think it's a type of birch tree. Bunch of birch trees. I think they're all gonna be looking pretty cool, so. But that cloud down there, that's pretty cool. It's just kind of coming up the bluff. Like I said, it's been kind of rainy and misty all day, so. But let me flip the camera, show you guys what we're looking at. A lot of prairie, woodland Mixed woodland. Man, it's muddy though. Look at that sun coming through there. You gotta be careful going down this. So, if you guys can see, I'm gonna go down here and then go up over this ridgeline, and back there I think there's a grove of birch. We'll see how that looks, and hopefully the sun stays up long enough. Wow, what a view, huh? Holy moly. That little, there's little wildflowers all over the place. Well, not all over the place, but there's just some late bloomers that I saw there. Got a nice little shot. But we are up on that ridge line, nearing our spot. So take a look. Yeah, see some wildflowers. I didn't realize, I mean, I guess I kind of figured there are some wildflowers that bloomed really late, because it's mid-September right now. I would think those would be done by now, but I guess not. I'll get some more video once we're up here. Oh my god, it's so muddy back here. So we're in the birch little section here, and sadly it's not as, these guys are still pretty green. I thought they'd be a little bit more kind of yellowed up, and everything back here would be looking kind of really popping, but that's okay. My hunch was wrong. You know, sometimes you can't predict everything. So I came in this way. We're gonna go out right now. God damn, it's so muddy. It looks really cool though. I mean, just walking through that. But you guys can see, it's still pretty green. I mean, the tips are yellow. We also kind of came in right when the sun was going behind the hill there. So I might stop here and just kind of get a little picture of this. But probably gonna keep hiking down, check out some other stuff, and then call it a day. It's been a long day. So when we're looking into the sun like this, it's pretty tough to get photos. So everything's pretty, as far as video, it's fine, but it's pretty difficult when you're shooting into the sun. So we came up from there, went back that way and checked it out. Now we're coming back down. right down here is where you guys saw that little video of the wildflower in the trail. I thought that was a really cool photo. So this is an old quarry. I'm not sure when it was mined, I guess. But a lot of people come here and explore, hang out. I've been here a lot. It's cool in the winter too. This is a really big place. There's trails all over. So, I know this spot like the back of my hand, for sure. But I'm not sure how much, I'm not really sure if there's gonna be, ooh, that's kinda cool. If there's gonna be more photos. This just looks cool for the video, to be honest. You know, I think I've got, ooh, should I stop and take that? I'm gonna. That's pretty cool. So we were up there before, looking down at that cloud, and we're headed back up again. These little trees down here are all yellow. Looks kind of cool. You can pause that and read if you want. It's the last of the sunlight right there. So we're gonna head back up, pack it in. I've got what I can with the light we had. It's been a good day though. Beautiful night. So we came from that ridgeline way over there, walked down, and then came up here and around and up. And we're gonna go back up there towards the truck. But it's a really pretty spot. You can see some fog down in the valley. I'm so hungry right now. I brought my zoom lens, but I want to get back and eat something, so we'll keep walking up. I'll do a little wrap-up video up there, but I don't think I'm gonna get many more pictures. It's getting late and I'm just hungry, so pretty cool. We're walking back to the truck right now. It's a super overgrown trail. You guys can see. We're not too far though. So, pretty much does it though. Pretty much does it for this spot. It's 7 o'clock right now, so sun's setting in literally 15 minutes. And it's dark back here. So, pretty much timed it perfectly. Glad I could get up here. I was thinking, and I do not think I'm gonna come back before all the leaves drop. So this will be it for this spot, and most likely all of like the forested hikes from here on out. I'm going to mostly be going to neighborhoods, residential neighborhoods, most likely in parks in the city more, and getting more kind of, I guess, street photography stuff. So from here on out, it's going to be mostly that. Might hit a little hike here and there, but I am going to try and get into the city to get more photos now, because I've got, for probably the last month and a half, 2 months, it's just been strictly pretty much in the woods, hikes in the woods. A little bit of residential here and there, but not really, so keep heading up here, but I'll flip the camera, you guys can see. So we'll wrap it out here, guys. That does it for the hike. It was honestly a long one. Probably 2 hours-ish. So, good hike, for sure. Pretty much did the whole loop around here. I mean, there's tons of other trails, but as far as the main loop, we did it all. But like I said, from here on out, I'm gonna try and hit a lot of neighborhoods in the city. I really like doing that. And especially in the fall, it's perfect. Everything just looks like something out of a movie. So, but really enjoying my time out here, man. Super peaceful, and being able to get out and go on hikes like this, just get outside and kind of watch the seasons change. It's a lot of fun, you know. I think it connects you a lot more with just kind of the world. At least, I mean, I guess if you don't have really like seasons in your area, that makes sense, but I personally have all 4, so definitely get outside, enjoy it, go see what's out there. So we'll wrap it out here, guys. Get to some editing. I know this field footage has been long, so probably only do 1 or 2. I'm not sure. Figure it out. So hope you guys enjoyed this part. See you guys back at the crib. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the crib. Make sure I don't run over any cords here. It's always a problem when you're editing, or I guess when I'm doing this stuff, there's just cords everywhere. But turn my microphone up a little bit. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that field footage. I know it was relatively long, so I think it was like a half hour, something like that, maybe a little bit under, but I'm gonna try and keep this kind of quick. So let's get right into it. I think I'm only gonna edit 1 photo here, but I'll show you guys obviously a lot of the photos that I took along those 2 hikes. I thought it was really nice getting out in the morning. This editing episode is brought to you by C4, that energy drink. I don't get those much, but this is kind of Jesus, sorry. Just kind of a nice little treat, I guess. So let's just hop onto my screen here, and we will get right into the photo shoots. Yeah, there's 2 of them in this. So, yeah, I thought it was really nice getting out in the morning. That was kind of just an enjoyable little kind of walk. I got a ton of photos from that day. So, yeah, right in the morning, just going through these again. When you're working with kind of foggy areas, or I guess a foggy time of day, it can always make things look pretty like cinematic, and you can really mess around with the exposure a lot. Kind of turn things into more dramatic, I guess, stylistically. So, yeah, just took some photos down the street here, just of some houses. I kind of really like these. Again, it's just if you didn't know that I took these photos in the morning, you probably wouldn't be able to tell like what time of day this was. Maybe you would. I don't know. So this is, I'll just run through them all, but this kind of frame here is the photo that we're gonna edit today. This is definitely my favorite. That was one of my favorite stops along throughout the whole day. So we'll take a look at that one, but just all throughout, I mean, I think I got some pretty unique, I don't know what that was, photographs. So yeah, this guy right here is the unedited photo of, I don't know what type of tree it is, but you can see it's all the leaves on the tips that are all yellow, and then the inside is kind of greenish, but it's mostly yellow, and the light coming through here in the background is really cool with the red house in the foreground. It just makes for, I think, just a nicely balanced photograph, I guess. And it kind of gives some cool vibes. So, as far as the hike up on the bluffs, definitely some cool photos up there. Again, just kind of starting right at the beginning. just of the trail. Whoops, you're going the wrong way. I've got too many photographs. But I thought this was a nice hike. It rained that whole day, and I was just like, oh man, this sucks. Can't really get out. But it eventually stopped, and I was just like, oh, whatever, let's go. So the cloud that rolled up there on the bluff was pretty unexpected. Kind of just a cool little sighting. And then this photo I thought is really cool with the wildflower in the foreground. So I'll probably edit that one eventually too as well. I think that can make a really nice photograph once it's all edited. And then yeah, just kind of shots of the quarry with some nice evening light, and then of the bluffs. It really looks like something out of, I don't know. This area is pretty nuts. Like you can get some pretty crazy views in this area. Looks like you're in, not in Wisconsin, just with the way that those photos kind of look. So, let's get into editing here. So that was pretty much it. So, definitely a lot of photographs, but I think this one stands out amongst most of them. Little sip of the drink. Yeah, so I cropped this already. I just really like I think the lighting in this is perfect. And the way I was driving, this is in my neighborhood, so I would drive past this tree, and this shot kind of every day. I was like, damn, I really need to capture this. So that was honestly kind of a big part of the reason why I took that hike, or not hike, but walk in the first place. It was kind of just to see what this would look like. And it turned out really nice. And obviously, I want to respect people's privacy. So when I take these photos, as you guys can probably tell throughout the video and stuff, I'm trying to keep it quick and professional, I guess, to a certain degree. I want to get a nice photo, but I don't want to like bother anybody. Because I have had instances in the past where, people are just like wondering what you're doing, but usually nobody really cares. Just tell them you're taking pictures of the fall trees, So we're just doing some sharpening here. I'm going to sharpen up the tree a little bit. Photoshop for me always kind of lags out when I zoom in a lot. That would be creepy if I zoom in somewhere and there's just some dude standing there. Let's see. So I already sharpened the house a bit. But yeah, I mean, if you guys are ever driving around, I've kind of had this happen a lot. It's kind of a method, I guess you could maybe rely on. But if you're ever driving around and you like see frames or anything that looks cool, and you can come back to it, then definitely kind of take a mental note, and at least that's kind of what I do. And then you can remember it and come back for another day, or just go check it out again. you know, obviously when people are driving around, that's when they're going to see stuff the most. Um, obviously, depending on the variety of like places you drive and travel to, I guess that could make a difference. But even when you're taking the same kind of normal routes that you would normally take, maybe to work or the gym or something, there's always stuff to see, you know. I take notice of, I mean, pretty much right now especially, I take notice of the trees just all the time. I'm just looking at the leaves everywhere. Get on. I don't know. It's kind of funny. Like if you were to see me driving along somewhere, you know, you'd probably see me just looking out the window, like looking at trees and stuff. At least right now, because obviously not in the winter when everything's dead. There's nothing really to, I guess, to look at per se on the trees, but winter is a different story. We will eventually get into those episodes. It'll be interesting taking field footage when it's 10 degrees outside. So, hope you guys are excited for that. We'll see how my camera, or my phone, I guess, stands up to that. But right now I'm just adjusting the curves. When I'm working on a foggy or hazy photograph, I find that you can, you know, mess around with the curves quite a bit in more of an extreme manner, because I guess especially with this, there's not a lot of direct sunlight. There's not a lot of direct sunlight in the sky. The whole sky is like blotted out with fog. So this is kind of more of an extreme example, but generally when it's hazier and foggier in photographs and maybe even video, you can be more kind of dramatic with your highlights and your exposures and stuff without messing with the natural scheme of the photo itself too much. So, but yeah, the bluff the bluff hike was definitely a lot of fun. If you're hoping for an editing of one of those photos, I do apologize, but I feel like the field footage is kind of it's like the main portion of these videos. Obviously the editing is like takes up a lot of time, but for the most part I think the field footage is probably the most entertaining portion, so I think it's okay that it's a little long on that end. But yeah, if you wanted to see an editing of one of the bluff photos, my bad. But unfortunately, that field footage is like a half hour, and I'm trying to keep it quick here, so let me just take a look at this. See if my curves are good. Honestly, we're looking pretty good, I think, right now. I think the foreground around the house is lit up enough, and the tree is definitely more vibrant now. With the, I brought up the whites quite a bit. quite a bit. But yeah, I hope you guys are getting outside and taking walks or taking hikes or doing whatever. Maybe taking some photos along the way. I think taking photos and just and video as well. That's why I'm trying to incorporate video. Is just a really good way of kind of not only being artistic and creative in a way that kind of anybody can do. So it's also a good way to, remember and make memories, or remember like where you were at a certain place at a certain point in time, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's it's the best way of doing that. So I think that aspect of it is always pretty cool. Going on rants here. As far as the saturation for this photo, I don't want to go crazy with it because we do have, reds, yellows, and greens all over the place in this photo. So, but I want to bring down the greens and bring up the yellows, if that makes sense. The yellows and the reds. But if you saturate something too much, it becomes, I don't know. It starts to mess with the pixels. I think it makes it more, I don't know what the term is, but it basically fucks with the pixels and makes it so the pixels are like coming out more, and it doesn't look very good, in my opinion. My humble opinion. So, I think that looks pretty damn good. I don't want to bring down the green saturation, but I'm not going to mess with it personally. Or I guess on its own interface. Okay, I think that's fine. 7, yeah, that's fine. Okay, we did our sharpening, we did our curves, and we did our saturation. So that looks pretty good. I got my cat a cat backpack. It's called the Travel Cat Backpack. It's pretty cool. We went on a hike yesterday, and she was loving it. Would highly recommend. At least I've only taken her out once with it, but so far it's been pretty fun. So we'll save this bad boy. The clouds look crazy right now. You know those clouds that look like they're hanging, kind of like ball sacks. That's what I'm seeing right now. It's been some very strange weather this past weekend, but I do want to get out today, actually, and take some photos for you guys. I say you guys, but for you guys, but it's also just for myself, obviously. So let's go to Lightroom Classic. But yeah, the sun was peeking through So it's like right now it's 3:20 p.m. and as I was setting this up to do the editing, the sun was like peeking through, and it's been really cloudy all day, well, all weekend. And the sun was peeking through. It was looking really nice out. I was like, damn. Do I skip the editing and go for a photo shoot? Or do I just get the editing done? And I was like, man, I gotta get this editing done. Which I do. I don't have any preference between the two. I mean, although, obviously, going out and actually taking the pictures, I would say, is definitely the most fun. Like, it's the most, you're actually out there doing it. So, editing is its own thing. But, yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. You got to do both. I mean, unless you're just taking raw unedited photos, and that's your thing, by all means, don't let me tell you what to do. So we're gonna bring up the temperature, as always. Make this thing a little bit more yellow. Tis the season. This is like one of the only times in the year where it makes sense to me to bring the temperature up in photographs and tint them on the yellow, kind of on the yellow color frame. Man, I could go crazy with this, and it wouldn't even... This is the thing with hazy photographs. Like, I could bring this yellow up to a 20, which I never, ever, ever do, and it would still look pretty natural. I'm not going to do that, but that's pretty wild. I might go pretty nuts with this, though. Just because I don't have any, like, blue sky. There's no clouds. You can't see any, for that matter. So, again, I can be, like, super more dramatic with my editing style. I'm changing up on the fly here. I didn't expect to do this, but here we are. These are pretty rare. I don't usually... It's a rare occurrence where I get up, or I'm up at like 7:30 on a Saturday, and I'm out the door at 8:15 taking photos. So, I don't know. I just woke up and saw the opportunity, I guess, and I was just like, fuck it. I just said, fuck it, man. And I did it. I got some pretty cool photos, and that's the goal. That is the goal. At least that's my goal. One of my goals. Excuse me. So brought up that temperature to like an 8, which is I never ever do, but it looks pretty nice. I'm going to add a little mask here and highlight the house just a bit. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I've been taking photos for like a decade. I don't know how long. Probably a decade. Close to that, if not. But I've always wanted to incorporate video somehow, like kind of mix video and photo together, or like just do both in a way. So that's kind of like the idea here with doing it in this format, and hopefully it's like relatively enjoyable. Because I guess just posting photos for me, getting into like, I guess, Jesus, excuse me. I guess getting into like the reasoning for why I like have been doing kind of this stuff. But I've just been posting photos forever, and I've wanted to for a while just do something a little bit different, make it more in depth, and more of kind of like more of an experience, I guess, and in a documentative way, because I guess this is kind of more of like it's kind of like a photo journalistic format almost. I don't have any true reasoning for taking these photos other than I just like to do it. And I just, for the most part, just essentially want to share these in some way. So, Jesus, my voice is getting raspy. Sorry, guys. I don't usually talk for this long, so after a certain point, my voice does get a little bit raspy. So apologies on that front, but I think we're pretty much done here. I'm gonna turn down this exposure a little bit. I've been messing with this too long. Too long, my friends. Oops. I do want to bring out the tree a bit. Oop, am I on this? Radial gradient. Okay, there we go. I do want to bring out the tree a bit as far as the exposure kind of on the bottom portion of the tree. The top part is pretty lit up. And I don't care about this tree at all because it's kind of just it fills the frame perfectly, but it's not the main subject here. So I'm not going to mess around with this too much, just a little bit. If you guys if you guys have seen me kind of in the field footage now, or in this section, I guess this was just a walk around the neighborhood, but as I get into the kind of the city more, I just did some shooting for episode 6, which was in the city, but you guys will see it's a really different, it's going to be kind of a different style, a much different style in comparison to just, sorry about that. We'll cut that out. Accidentally just bumped the mic. But it's just a whole different style in terms of the shoot and how I go about it. So you guys will see that. But I think we're pretty much done here. Did the exposure on the house, did the exposure on the tree. I might blur this out. No, that's fine. It's not the main subject matter. You can barely see it, so. Yeah, I think this is pretty much good, guys. I don't really want to mess with this too much, much further, because I think the standalone picture was really good, just unedited even. So maybe bring up the vibrance a little bit. But that does bring out the greens. No, actually that looks kind of good. I mean, you can barely tell when you're just messing with it that low. Brought up the clarity a bit to like a 3. I mean, we already sharpened. So like even though I sharpen the photo in Photoshop, I do the clarity tool in Lightroom. Just has a different way of sharpening with more kind of contrast elements that I think is a good additive. So this thing is done. I did bring up the vibrance a bit, but I'm not gonna actually. Let's do a 1 because I don't want to do too much. So this thing is done. So that is that. I really like this one. I mean, this could be even a good print. This is a really cool image. So that was sick. We'll take a look at the before and after. So this is the before. And this is the after. So, pretty, let's look at that. Can we look at that side by side here? Yep. So, actually a pretty dramatic change, like I've been saying through this kind of editing portion. You can be, at least I like to be a little bit more dramatic with scenes like this. Not a lot of direct sunlight, pretty overcast, very foggy. Fogginess is just a very cool element that you don't get, at least I don't get too often. So, a little bit more dramatic with that. But again, guys, I will definitely be editing some of these photos from the bluff hike. Check out the jpeg.store account to see all these. I think there's like 6 or 7 of the photos up there now. I will definitely be editing more in the future here. I'll probably let me get something to drink. Let's get a sip. I want to dedicate like a weekend maybe just to do editing, but I'm definitely going to be taking more of these photos that you guys have been seeing here. I've really just been selecting kind of the best that I see right off the bat to edit here and post in the videos. So check the jpeg.store profile, links and everything. You guys will see that for more posts of all these photos. So, and again, those are NFTs. So right now they are, excuse me, nice little burp there, sorry. Right now they are unlisted. We'll hop off the screen here if I haven't done it already. Right now they are unlisted. But like I said in kind of one of the earlier episodes, I think when I like cut off, like end the seasons, so like at the end of the fall season and we start going into winter, I'll probably list them for like $1 or something like that, and then you guys can purchase them and stuff and own the NFT. So I think that's pretty cool, pretty cool concept. And if you check it out online, it's like fully HD image. So, and you can see all the details and everything. So it's pretty cool. But that wraps it up, guys. Hope you enjoyed the editing. I'm seeing like 35 minutes here, so I mean, editing a photo takes however long it takes. I'm not going to completely rush through everything. I do want to take my time and make sure that it's good. So, hope you guys enjoyed the episode, though. In episode 6, so I actually already got the photos and the field footage for episode 6 in the log right now. So you guys will see coming up. We're going to be doing some kind of more street photography stuff, so it's going to be pretty cool. Stick around for the ride. And get outside, take a little walk, go for a little hike, get a cat backpack if you have a cat. They're pretty. No, I'll show you it maybe at some point, but they're pretty cool. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.